In the day's other news, the Senate pulled an all-nighter to pass a Republican bill that advances President Trump's proposed tax and spending cuts. Approval on a 51-48 vote came before dawn, mostly along party lines. Only two Republican senators, Susan Collins of Maine and Rand Paul of Kentucky, joined Democrats to vote against it. The bill lays out a possible $5 trillion in tax cuts, raises the debt limit, and calls for $350 billion to fund mass deportation efforts and to build up the military. Democrats argue the bill will lead to cuts in social safety net programs. The measure now heads to the House, where Republicans are taking a different approach, including $4.5 trillion in tax cuts and envisioning changes to Medicaid, food stamps, and other programs. Severe weather is still a threat in much of the country as strong storms hammer areas damaged by tornadoes. The National Weather Service warns that life-threatening and potentially historic flash flooding is possible from the Ohio Valley to Texas and Louisiana. Across the Midwest, they're still cleaning up after tornadoes ripped through the area. And in Centobia, Mississippi, about 60 miles south of Memphis, one man credits the city's emergency alert system for saving his family's lives.
Without it, my daughter and my grandson would have been in that room right there where there's no wall anymore. And they found one of his toys about 1.5 miles out in the county, one of his little Mickey Mouse toys. So they very well could have been with it.
Forecasters expect the storm pattern to shift eastward on Sunday, taking the risk of severe storms to the southeast. A fire in Myanmar following last week's devastating earthquake there has left residents with little hope and pleading for help. People in Mandalay say that whatever the 7.7 magnitude earthquake didn't steal from them, the fire did. This as search and recovery efforts continue for the more than 3,000 dead. PBS News has learned that a 3-person USAID disaster assessment team sent to Myanmar has been laid off while there. The team, which has been sleeping outside with residents fearful of aftershocks, learned of their termination notices yesterday during an agency call. And Washington Capitals left-winger Alex Ovechkin has tied Wayne Gretzky's all-time record of goals scored in the regular season. The 39-year-old got his 894th goal at a home game last night against the Chicago Blackhawks. It brought fans to their feet as Ovechkin's teammates rushed onto the ice to congratulate him. Gretzky himself was on hand to see his record tied. Ovechkin has his first chance to claim the record for himself tomorrow afternoon in a game against the New York Islanders. Still to come on PBS News Weekend, as vitamin gummies grow in popularity, how do they compare to traditional vitamins? And how 200-year-old whaling logs are helping today's scientists track climate change.
This is PBS News Weekend from the David M. Rubenstein studio at WETA in Washington, home of the PBS NewsHour, weeknights on PBS.